Hey everybody, we are back with round 4 of sealed constructed practice, and let's get started. Okay, so as usual, we are going to start off with counting cards, just seeing how deep the pools are. Okay, let's see, make some room here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 white. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 blue. Okay, I'm just writing those down there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 reds. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 black. And the multicolors are not really that important, but let's take a look. So I got a treasure map, which could be a decent card. Okay, Deadeye Plunderers, if I want to, if I'm playing a sort of an artifact build. Jungle Creeper, Legion Lieutenant, if I'm playing vampires, would be a good one to have in there. The rest are just kind of okay, except for Zakama, Primal Calamity, which is a total bomb, right? Like if I can get this down 9/9 for 9 with Vigilance, Reach, Trample, yeah, that's kind of a killer. If you can put this down, then you pretty much won the game. Now, I also did get another one here, which is pretty good. A Colossal Dreadmaw, which is common, but 6/6 for 6 with Trample is actually pretty sweet. And in blue, where is it? I also got Nezahal Primal Tide. Right, so a 7/7 for 7, can't be countered, no maximum hand size. When an opponent casts a non-creature spell, I get to draw a card and discard 3 cards, exile Nezahal, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So they're very hard to remove, so this could be a killer as well. So I'm pretty deep in blue, so I'd like to maybe try and play that. Or try and, the problem with Zakama is unless I can play like a treasures based strategy, it's going to be really hard for me to get this out, right? At 9 mana and in 3 colors, it's going to be tough, right? Like it's likely I'll just get killed before I can get that out, unless I'm playing a treasure strategy, right? With Nezahal, right, it's more likely I can get this out for 7 mana, I just still have to find a way to stall. But I'm also deep in white, so maybe I can play like a blue-white strategy and try and do more of a control strategy, or I can maybe go blue-red and use red to kind of control my way out of it. But anyways, let's take a look and see what we got. Okay, so as usual, I like to look at colorless and multicolored first. Kind of gives me an idea of things I can play. So if I decide to go, well, if I'm going to go with one of these bombs, maybe not Ixalan, because I don't know if I can make a lot of treasures yet, is I might go with Orazca Relic, because that's just a little bit of mana acceleration, right? Treasure map as well. Being able to scry constantly and look for lands is going to be a pretty big thing. The rest is, like I said, we might be able to play with Deadeye Plunderers or Legion Lieutenant, depending on what I get, right? So if I'm playing with Pirates, what I might do is I would have like perhaps like Treasure Map, Deadeye Plunderers, and Pirates Cutlass, right? So there's some options there. Anyways, let's take a look at the, we're going to start with blue. Okay, so looking at blue is actually fairly promising, and I'm kind of excited because I haven't had a chance to play blue yet in any of my other previous decks. So this is why, because we got our 1 mana 1/1 that can't be blocked. That's pretty good. It's a Merfolk. We have two Sworn Guardians, which are just 1 mana 3, oh sorry, 2 mana 1/3, okay, generic, but they're Merfolk. Okay, so I got a human pirate, not great, but it has flying, so it has evasion, and it enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter if I attacked with a creature this turn. But if I have a lot of unblockables, then it's likely I'm going to be able to attack with creatures and then get this guy in as a 2/3 for 2 with flying. Right, and I also have a 2 of Shaper's Apprentice. One is a foil, which is a 2 mana 2/1, which has flying as long as you control Merfolk. But luckily, I probably will control another Merfolk because I seem to have a lot of them. Okay, I also have a River Darter, which can't be blocked except by dinosaurs. Sailor of Means. These guys are not Merfolk, but they're actually still pretty good because they will create treasure artifacts for me, which I can later on sacrifice to get Nezahal. Right, to get the mana for Nezahal. So, and then in the 4 mana block, I've got Storm Sculptor and can't be blocked again. When it enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. That's not that great for me, but I don't have anything with really great ETB triggers, but I can look for something like that. Another Headwater Sentries, that's just a generic 4 mana 2/5, it's not great, but whatever, it's a Merfolk as well. And then Soul of the Rapids, which is a 5 mana flying with hexproof and 3/2. So a lot of evasion here. There's a lot of Merfolk, which is nice, and the Sailor of Means, even though it's not a Merfolk, really helps. And then I also have a Nezahal Primal Tide, and I can also play my treasure map that I mentioned earlier to kind of scry and look for the cards that I need. So I'm liking blue. I think it looks strong. So realistically I have, well, let's just take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 creatures, which means that, you know, I probably can get rid of some of these other ones, like Headwater Sentries that aren't that good. You know, but we'll see, right? So I only need to really pick up 3 other creatures from any other color. But if there's more, then I can get something else. So what I'm going to be looking for is things with ETB triggers or things with unblockable or other forms of evasion or just other bombs. But anyways, blue I think looks strong, and I have a feeling I'm going to go with it. Alright, now I'm looking at the green creatures, and green creatures seem to be pretty weak again. I don't know what it is with this set, but green is not that strong for creatures. Well, they're strong. Like, I got 2 Colossal Dreadmaws, which are 2 6/6 for 6 with Trample. But I need to find a way to get those out if I'm going to play green. You know, if I want to play blue, I don't think green can really augment it that much. Except for, like, there's Jade Bearer and Giltgrove Stalker, which is unblockable, so there's 2 creatures there. And I suppose I could pick up maybe another creature somewhere else, but it doesn't really look great. I'm going to see what else I can find, maybe supplement with pirates or something like that. Yeah, anyways, green doesn't look great, but it's possible. Alright, so this time with black we're pretty weak with only 7 creatures. Now the curve for them is pretty good. They're all like 3, 4, or 5 mana. I have a human pirate here, but most of the others are vampires and vampire lords and stuff like that. So there's some good decent vampires here, but not really, I think, enough to really do anything. Direfleet Interloper is pretty good. Forerunner of the Coalition is actually pretty good, but I don't think that there's, really enough to make anything huge here. So that's kind of to be expected, though. This is one of my weaker colors, so, or the one that's not weak but less depth. So I'm going to go on and see what else there is in red. So looking at red, I've got some interesting things here. Now there are 2, 4, 6, 8 red creatures that I can choose from, and I really only need like 3 that I said. I like the fact that I have Silverclad Ferocidon, which is another 7 mana 8/5 with Enrage, and I also have something like Fanatical Firebrand, so getting this late wouldn't be so bad because I can sacrifice it, deal 1 damage to Silverclad Ferocidon. I also have like things like Swaggering Corsair and a few other things like that. Some things with some good ETB triggers, like Stormfleet Pyromancer. So, it could work. It's not jumping out at me, but it's not the end of the world either. I've got, it's okay. Like a 2/1 for 2 with Menace is decent. Fathom Fleet Firebrand that I can pump up is not bad. So, I don't know. Red's just okay, but let's see what else we have. Let's go over to white. Okay, so looking at white, I have some interesting things here. So I've got a couple big flying dinosaurs. A couple ones that are interesting is like Inspiring Cleric. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Emissary of the Sunrise, which can explore. Now, explore is really nice for me because I want to be able to dig through cards and get things that I want, right? If I want to play blue. Forerunner of the Legion is, I'm probably not going to be playing Vampire, so probably not that great. I don't have more than 1 Legion Conquistador, so that's not that great. Martyr of Dusk is actually okay because it's like, 2 mana 2/1 that can create another 1/1 with lifelink, trying to keep me alive a little bit longer, so maybe that could work out. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go over and see and take a look, maybe even at supplementing with some colorless creatures or something like that. We'll have to take a look. Anyways, I think I'm gonna almost certainly play blue, and it's looking like it's gonna be blue-red or blue-white. And what it's gonna come down to is support cards. So I'll just lay them out and I'll be right back. Alright, so looking at the different support cards I have here, is that in white I pretty much have a couple ways of destroying creatures, but only really 3 cards. It's not huge. With red I've got a few more. So I have like some aggressive combat stuff, so creature gets +2/+2 and has haste, right? So that's pretty good because I want to attack a lot. Same thing with Sea Red. Basically you didn't attack, you have to sacrifice Sea Red if you didn't attack with a creature, but everything I have in blue is unblockable, so this would actually be okay. Same thing with this, +1/+1 and gains first strike. That's not that great, mainly because a lot of the stuff I have is unblockable. But I also have Reckless Rage that deals 2 damage to target creature, but also, or 4 damage to a creature, but it does 2 to me. So, not that wonderful. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, because blue is so strong in this one, but the other colors are just really not that strong, is I'm going to lay out what I really want for blue and then just see what I can do to supplement it. So I'm going to take a look at blue in the creatures and with the support. Alright, so be right back. Alright, so this is what I've got for blue. And I've taken out only really the Headwater Sentries, which is okay. It's a merfolk, a 2/5 for 4. Not the best, but it's just kind of a vanilla creature, so I don't know if that's really what I want. But one card I really do want is Curious Obsession, right? Because whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card, and almost all my creatures have evasion. So that's a way of getting some serious card advantage. I still do want Sailor as a means. Sworn Guardians are just generic as well. I think they're 1/3 for 2. Yeah, but vanilla, but they are merfolk, which helps, and I do need merfolk in the deck. This one is run aground, so 4 mana, put your an artifact or creature on top of its owner's library. That's actually pretty good for removal. Sea legs, this one's not so great. So a flash, and you can enchant a pirate and give it +0/+2, but it's not really, I'm not really playing that many pirates, so sea legs is just, eh. Okay, Siren's Ruse, exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield. So basically a flash card. If it's a pirate, okay, so I can flash something in and out. Might be okay. And Water Knot. Okay, so Water Knot is enchant creature. It basically taps it and it doesn't untap during its controller's end step. So a way of removing another creature or getting rid of a threat. So really what I have is, okay, I have something like this. Okay, so let me just, okay, so I'm going to be playing probably mostly blue. Okay, now the problem is I've only got like 3 or 2 removal cards, and even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 creatures, so not great. So looking in the color list, let's see what we have. I have Gleaming Barrier, something that might be able to help. I get 2 mana, 0/4 Defender, and it gives me a treasure. The Relic's not that great. Strider Harness, not really great. Legion Lieutenant, Unknown Shores. I will probably not play this. Mainly because it gives me colorless, but, well, I guess, yeah, I don't have any. I have a couple things that tap for double blue, but I think I should be fine. So I might play this. Pirate's Cutlass, probably will not play. And Deadeye Plunderers. Well, Deadeye Plunderers might be pretty good, right? Because I do have ways of making treasures. I could potentially play. Where is it here? Gleaming Barrier. Okay, so if I play Gleaming Barrier, then it's a defender. When it dies, I get a treasure. Sailor of Means gives me treasures. So it could be that maybe I do go blue-black, right? So let's go and take a look at black here and see what we have. Now, Canal Monitor, Champion of Dusk, that really cares about vampires. Anointed Deacon, that's another vampire one that really cares about vampires. A 4 mana 3/1 with flying is not the end of the world. Direfleet Interloper explores. Okay. Voracious Vampire enters the battlefield. Target vampire you control gets +1 and gains menace till end of turn. So it's not great. Forerunner of the Coalition. You can search for a pirate. Okay. So maybe I'm going to go black. Right. So let's see, what would I do from black here? I gotta go quick here because I'm probably running out of time. I'm probably maybe get Vampire Revenant, okay, in the 4 mana spot. Okay, these other ones really care about vampires a lot. Direfleet Interloper is a good card because it explores, okay, and has menace, so it has evasion again. Voracious Vampire is not that great for what I'm doing right now. Forerunner of the Coalition is actually pretty good, and when another pirate enters the battlefield, the opponent loses a life, so that's pretty decent. And then let's see, destroy, just straight out destroy target creature, exile target creature with power 3 or less. Okay, return a creature from your graveyard to your hand, draw a card, and let's see, destroy target creature with power 3 or less again. That's weird. Is it the same? Oh, one's destroy, one's exile. Okay. And let's see, Argo's Bloodfast. Pay 2 life, draw a card. Okay. At the beginning of your upkeep, you have 5 or less life. You may transform this and sacrifice a creature. That's not really that relevant to what I'm doing. Okay, so, let's see, what do I have here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures. Okay, so 15 creatures is one short of where I'd like to be. I feel like I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so 17 creatures. So maybe even one too many. And let's see, then I have, and normally I like to have 8 other cards. You know, these rules are not set in stone, right? So I can always change them as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so that's actually pretty good. So I have 18 I'm running 17 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 7 other cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, I don't think any of these are really worth like putting in a Razka relic maybe. I don't think so. Pirates, Cutlass in the 3 mana slot. The problem is, like, the Cutlass is good, and I do have a good amount of Pirates to be playing, but I don't know if I would necessarily be happy to get this, and I don't know what I would rather take out. I think the rest, like just being able to destroy target creatures or exile things, is going to be a lot better than getting a +2/+1, especially because all my stuff is unblockable, right, or has evasion of some form. So I think this is what I'm going to go with. So just counting, let's see, I would probably for mana fixing, I'll throw in the Unknown Shores. So that means I need 15 lands. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 blues, or 19 blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 19 blues, 8 black, right? So that's 8 out of 27. 8 out of 27 is what, like a little less than a third. So I don't need very much black. What I would do is I'd choose maybe 4 black or 5 black and 10 blue, something like that. That seems pretty good. So maybe 10 islands and 5 swamps, and I think that's what I would go for. I've got other ways of making the mana as well. So yeah, that's what I think I'd do. Finally, like a Dimir deck. All right, so let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree with what I've done? Would you go with one of the other color combinations, or what? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
To join an amazing Magic the Gathering community, check out kitchentablemtg.com.